Miss Amanda?
Yes.
I'm sorry I left in the last meeting because the Wi-Fi is bad, so I disconnected.
Okay, honey.
Sorry.
It's okay. All right, guys, I'm going to give them another minute to join as we only have 17 people, and then we'll get started. I hope everybody's ready to answer. What are the details that help us understand the theme? Okay, I have to start. Okay, guys, so we're going to go ahead and discuss our poem now. Raise your hand if you have an idea of what the details are that help us to understand the theme of the poem. Okay. Yes, can you tell us?
12 hours every day.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't hear you.
12 hours every day.
Okay. Yes, that was the first one that was on the chart that I showed. 12 hours every day. That's correct. Why is that one of the details, Iad? Iad, why is 12 hours every day one of the details that helps us understand theme?
Because it say it every day.
Okay, so it's talking about what she's doing every day. All right.
Miss, you are mute.
Yes, honey, I know. Thank you. I muted it. That's why it's on mute. Wahba, give us another detail that you think helps to lead us to the theme of our poem.
Miss, I didn't raise my hand to answer. I just wanted to know, like, where you were in what book and page.
This is exactly where we stopped in the last session. The same page in the book that we were on in the last session, on page 292. And we were reading the poem to discuss the details about the theme of our poem, okay?
Okay, thank you, because I disconnected like at the end of the meeting.
No problem. All right, Rugmini, is there another detail that you see that leads us to the theme of our poem? What seems to be an important detail?
The sewing machine turns miles of clothes into dresses.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Say it again.
The sewing machine turns miles of clothes into dresses.
Okay, that's right. Very good. Excellent. So it tells
Thank you.
us that it turns the cloth into pieces of clothing. Very good. So we see that daily she's working 12 hours every day and she's turning miles of cloth into pieces of clothing. All right. Another detail that helps us understand our theme. Jenna.
The sound of her work.
I can't hear you, honey.
The sound of her work.
That's right. The sound of her work, a lullaby. So we have here, mom is working 12 hours every day. Mom works really hard. She turns the cloth into these pieces of clothing. And the daughter says that the sound of her work is like a lullaby. That sound that she hears coming from her sewing machine helps her to rest and puts her to sleep. What do you think the theme of our poem is? The theme of our poem. Only 4 people in the class. The same 4 who have already answered. Come on, guys, we need to participate. Otherwise, there's going to be no participation marks. Reem, what do you think the theme is?
Uh, hard work. Hard work uh, make life easier.
Okay, so it is related to hard work. All right, and the work that mom does. Wahba, what do you think?
Um,
Remember, she's saying this happens every day and that it is something that is comforting to her.
uh, I don't know.
Okay, that's all right. Jada, what do you think?
Um, she, she loves uh, to sit by beside her mom.
Yeah, she loves to sit by mom. That's one of the details.
Uh-uh.
Leanne?
Hard work make good results.
Okay, that's one way of thinking about it. Let's take a look. Well, let me ask Adito. His hand has gone up. Go ahead, Adito.
Um, I think the hard work and lullaby makes her sleep.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
The hard work lets her sleep.
She says it's like a lullaby listening to it. So this is part of what? Their everyday life and part of the tradition of their family is that they work hard and it's part of what they do every day of their life. So this is part of their tradition. Okay, you guys were very close. I would have accepted your answers because they all related to working hard. Okay, I'll zoom this out so you can see all 4 boxes. Okay, and I'll give you a minute to write it. And then we're going to move over to our COVID writing that we've been working on and add the details from yesterday. and finish our writing. Okay? All right. Let's go to our writing from yesterday. Let's see, the draft and the outline. All right, there's our draft and outline that we were working on. All right, we've done pretty good so far. Lots of hands up and no question. Can we all put our hands down, please? Everybody put your hands down, please. All right, let's take a look. We completed our first 3 paragraphs. And yesterday we gave out the topics for the last paragraph, the 4th paragraph. All right, if you were given research to bring today from yesterday, if you were given a topic to find the information, please raise your hand. Okay. All right, Mohammed, what were you told to bring for us?
Letter C, hospital.
Hospital. Okay, what did you find out about the hospital, Mohammed?
1 second. Okay, it takes 20 to 25 days there, and if in case you're like if COVID has been in your body, and it's an emergency, doctors will put oxygen masks to you and install it to you, because slowly your oxygen level will decrease.
Okay.
And
so,
they let you eat specific food and like healthy ones, and give you medicine and
okay.
healthcare.
Okay, so healthy diet and supply oxygen for emergency cases, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you, Mohammed.
You're welcome.
Jada, what did you research for us?
Miss Amanda, I want to say something before I read.
Okay.
You need every thing that made for the medicine. I have it.
Not
For me.
everything. I don't need everything. I just need a general idea.
Okay.
Okay, just tell me what you have and we'll sum it up.
Okay, simple COVID takes zinc, iron, and Panadol, and medium COVID takes zinc and iron and Panadol and antibiotic.
So they're taking vitamins and supplements, right?
Yes.
A vitamin, of course, we know are vitamins that your body needs. And supplements means it's something in addition to what you normally get in your diet. What else, Jada?
And the severe COVID takes zinc, iron, and Panadol, and antibiotic, and antivirus, and cortisone.
Okay, so antibiotics for severe cases. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Thank you, Jada.
You're welcome.
Okay, Iyad.
As I talked about isolation.
Isolation, okay? Tell me.
Isolation is when you do not leave your home because you have or might have coronavirus or COVID-19. This helps stop the virus spreading to the other people. Isolation is different to social distancing. General advice for everyone to avoid close contact with other people.
Okay, so isolation prevents spreading by eliminating close contact with others. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're
All
welcome.
right, Abdurrahman.
I will. You told me to get information about the vaccines,
Okay, tell me.
but I didn't search for them yet.
You didn't search for them yet?
Yes.
Well, but it was due today. You were told to get it yesterday for today's session because we're supposed to finish our paper today. So you were supposed to do it for today. Why didn't you look it up? All right, Wahaba, can you open a window, please, and find us information on the vaccines quickly so we can add it and complete our paper? All right, guys, we're gonna go up and start by looking at cures. Okay, that's what our fourth paragraph is going to be about. So,
Miss,
yes,
like, what should I look up? COVID vaccines?
just type in COVID vaccines and see what you find.
Shows me the rate of usage.
Sorry?
It shows me like a graph of how many people used it. It doesn't show me like information.
Okay, you type in what COVID vaccines are available.
When or what?
What COVID vaccines are available?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So how can we introduce that we're going to talk about cures and isolation, medicine, and hospital stay and vaccines, the things that people do once they have COVID to make them better. Okay, it's the things that they're doing to cure COVID, to make COVID better, to get over the virus. How can we introduce this paragraph? Mohammed, do you have an idea?
I have. Okay, start. Here we're talking about how to recover from COVID.
Okay, so right, recovery
Recovery.
is what?
Um,
Recovery is possible after contracting
with COVID.
COVID-19. Okay, so,
Okay.
all right. So we can say recovery is possible after contracting COVID-19. That introduces that we're going to talk about the ways people have gotten over their virus. Okay? Wahba,
Yeah.
do you have the information?
Yes. Uh, Egypt has been allocated to receive a total of 4.5 million doses of AstraZeneca vaccine through the COVID facility. AstraZeneca from COVAX.
Okay, so AstraZeneca is available. Does it say anything about another vaccine?
No, it's company. The COVAX.
There should be another vaccine called I think Sinovac.
Miss, there's two vaccines.
I think it's called Sinovac. Um, well, I have a search Sirovac. I think it's SIROVAC vaccine. And see if that's correct. or Sinovac, 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 SINO.
SINO, SIRO.
I'm not sure. But if you type
Sinovac.
it in,
Yes, I found it.
it should,
Uh,
either one you type in, it should show you.
It says the It doesn't say anything about the Sinovac. It says Coronavac.
It says what?
When I typed in Sinovac, it showed me Coronavac, not Sinovac.
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna do it here for you guys. We are wasting time on this. We should have had this information ready so we didn't have to waste any time. Let's see. I know that Egypt has been allocated to now, there it is, Sinovac vaccine. All right, Sinovac COVID-19 vaccine. That's the one, okay, Sinovac. All right, let's add this to our, nope, we don't want that. Let's add it to our draft. And nope, not our draft. Sorry, our outline. Okay, so Sinovac. Okay, so those are the two vaccines that we have available here in Egypt. Okay, so recovery is possible after contracting COVID-19. What do I need to talk about now? I've introduced that we're going to talk about the cures. What do I need to talk about now? Tell us, Ragmini. What do I need to talk about now in my outline? Where am I?
Okay. Vaccines are safe, effective, and reduce risks of severe illness. The current vaccines.
Okay, we're talking about isolation next, right? Because under cures, our first letter is isolation. So we can say isolation. We can take it right from our outline. Isolation prevents spreading by eliminating close contact with others. Okay, so the information that Yag gave us is perfect. It gives a complete sentence there. We can just add that right to our draft. What about the medicine now? How can we sum up the information that we have about medicine? The doctors will prescribe for you vitamins and supplements. And if you have a severe case, the doctor will prescribe for you antibiotics. How can I word that to add to my draft?
The
Who can
doctor
tell?
will give you.
Go ahead, Ramin.
The doctor will give you vitamins and supplements and antibiotics if there are severe cases.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Doctors will prescribe vitamins and supplements for mild, sorry, to normal cases. For severe cases, antibiotics may also be prescribed. Okay? All right. Now, next we have the hospital stay. The hospital stay says 20 to 25 days, they recommend you use a healthy diet, and they keep you on a healthy diet while you're in the hospital. And if there are emergency cases, they supply oxygen during the stay. All right, so these are for the people who go to the hospital. What about the people who are staying at home? Maybe we should say some patients, what? How can we distinguish between them? Wamba, do you have something you want to add? Your hand is up.
No, I'm sorry, I forgot to lower
No
my
problem,
hand.
no problem. Okay, Adita, how do you think we can add the hospital stay to our paragraph?
We can say if anybody has COVID, we can say they will stay for 20 to 25 days in hospital.
Okay. Recovery is possible after contracting COVID-19. Isolation prevents spreading by eliminating close contact with others. Doctors will prescribe vitamins and supplements for mild to moderate cases. If a hospital stay is required, most patients average a stay of 20 to 25 days. Okay. Now, how can we add? Can somebody give me a sentence that adds the oxygen and the healthy diet? Meaning?
Okay. The infected person is advised to take healthy diets.
Shall we just say the patient?
And
The patient is placed on a healthy diet and oxygen what, Rugmini?
they, 1 minute. They need supply of oxygen if it's very severe.
Okay. The patient is placed on a healthy diet and oxygen is provided if needed. Okay. That's right. So if they have a severe case and they need the oxygen, they give them the oxygen. All right, vaccines. Who's going to
Okay.
word for me vaccines?
Can I add some vaccines? Can I add some vaccines?
Okay, go ahead.
Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah, they're not available here in Egypt though.
Oh,
Those two are not available in Egypt. Those are available in America. I don't know about other places in the world. I know they're available in America, and I know that they're available, I think, in London, but I mean in England. But they're not available here in Egypt. The two in Egypt are AstraZeneca and Sinovac.
okay.
Okay, so let's say, and we'll just narrow it down because we could say others worldwide. Okay, or others available. I think there are also Chinese vaccines other than Sinovac that I don't know the names of. So we'll just say others, okay? All right, so let's add this information now about the vaccines to our paragraph. How can I add this information to the paragraph? The patient is placed on a healthy diet and oxygen, and that on a healthy diet and oxygen is provided if needed. Okay, what can I say? Vaccines are what?
May I answer?
Yeah, go ahead. Nobody else is raising their hand.
Vaccines are safe.
Everybody else is asleep.
Vaccines are safe, effective, and reduce risks of severe illness.
Very good. Vaccines are safe, effective, and reduce the risk of serious illness. Okay. AstraZeneca and Sinovac are currently available in Egypt. Okay. All right. Thank you, Ragmini. All right. I'm going to start calling on guys, waking you up. Why are we all sleeping in the background? Are you writing down this paragraph? Is that what you're doing? Is that why everybody's so quiet? Yes,
Yes.
Adito.
Yes.
Yes, Adito.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to lower my hand.
It's okay, no problem. All right, guys. So it appears we have finished our expository writing. We have completed all of the information from our outline, right? And we have put it all into paragraph form into our paper.
Somebody can read it.
Okay, honey, 1 second.
You can choose somebody read 2 paragraphs or
Thank
1
you, Farida.
paragraph.
Thank you, Farida. All right, so did everybody finish writing that was writing, that wanted to write? Anybody who's still writing, raise your hand. Please stop talking across the room. You know I don't like that. This is bad manners. Not to raise your hand is very bad manners. Anybody else who is still writing, please raise your hand. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna give you I'll give you a minute to finish writing and then we can read the paper together, okay?
Okay, Miss, can you like move the paper up a little bit, please?
Is that good?
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, I need to know, does anybody have questions about how we wrote the paper? Are there any questions about how we wrote this paper, the steps that we took, the process that we went through, how we did the outline, what we use in the outline? When we write main ideas, what do we use for our main ideas? How do we write main ideas in our outline? Basil, what do we use when we have when we're writing an outline? What do we use for our main idea? How do I write it in my outline, Basil? Hamza, how do I write a main idea in my outline?
Main idea.
Yes, main
I
idea.
didn't want to answer. I only had a question.
Okay, but you should know the answer to this question. We've been
Okay.
doing outlines now for days. Well, but what do we use for main ideas?
Uh, the group brainstorms ideas and then they decide on one thing to work on and
How
then write
do
about
I write it in my outline?
it. You write it in Roman numerals and then the details you write them in letters.
That's right. So for the main ideas, we use a Roman numeral. And for the details, we use capital letters. Hamza, what's your question?
I wanted to ask, will we rewrite this whole thing we wrote? Will we rewrite it somewhere else or no?
No, we don't have to rewrite it somewhere else. That's the really good thing about doing your project on the computer. When you revise and
But
you proofread, you can do it right on the computer. You don't have to write it again. If you were doing it by your hand, you would have to rewrite because you would scribble on it and change things. But when you're doing it on the computer, we can just simply copy and paste things and do it again. Okay?
okay, so will I write it on your computer or no?
You don't have to turn it in to me, honey. We're doing the project in class together as a group. This is just an
Okay.
example for you to keep for those who are writing it. You're not going to have to submit it for me.
Okay.
I won't make you submit.
Thanks.
For those students who have participated in the process, they will get a full mark on their project. For those students who paid attention, asked questions, participated, did their research, they will get a full mark on their project. For those people who only did part of it, they'll get part of their mark. It's based on their participation, and I have videos of every step that we've done to show who participated and who did not. Okay? All right, I'm gonna have to, tomorrow, I'm gonna leave it as at this for now. Tomorrow, we're going to take a look at our paper. We're going to look for anything that we want to change as far as revising. Maybe we want to reword something. Maybe we don't like the way something sounds. Maybe we want to change the spelling of a word. We're going to proofread as well. We're going to go through all of these things tomorrow before we decide what is our final copy of our paper, okay? Please, if you have any questions regarding the paper, message me, okay? If you have and you don't want to ask out loud in front of everybody, if you didn't understand the process, if you don't understand how you would go about writing an expository writing, message and ask me if you don't want to ask now. I want to make sure that you understand how to do it for yourself because you will use it again next year at some point. Okay, yeah, do you have a question?
Miss, can you flip up?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Go up?
Yep.
How about I post this for you guys? I'll post the outline and I'll post this for you guys on Smart School. Okay, I'll post the outline and I will post the outline and I will post the paper for you on Smart School. Okay?
Okay.
This way you guys can go and check anything that you've missed and you want to write. All right. Hamza, do you have a question?
No, I forgot to lower my hand.
No problem. Adito, do you have a question?
Miss, in Thursday, in the weekly plan, it says Thursday we have a group project. Was this the group project?
This is the group project, yes. The project that we've been working on every day. And tomorrow we'll do some more. Okay, Farida, do you have a question? Tomorrow we're
Yes,
going to revise, proofread, and decide on our final copy. Yes, Farida.
of course. I just wanted to say that I didn't answer or say anything for now in this project today because I was writing with
It's
you.
okay, honey. I know I'm not going to judge a person by one session. I'm going to judge by the whole week. Okay, by their whole week, their participation and their effort and their research, their answering of questions, their being prepared. This is what I will judge by. Yes, Leanne.
Okay, because my internet's cut and I didn't hear what you said.
I said that tomorrow we're going to revise and proofread our paper before we decide on the final copy.